Summers generally call for foods that are cooling for the body, and dahi or curd is like the ultimate coolant. Well, today I'm not showing you a lassi or chas or something like that. I'm showing you a Dahi Bhalla Papdi Chaat. Hey guys, it's me, the Bombay chef Varun Inamdar, and welcome to Rajshri Food, which is your ultimate destination for vegetarian recipes. Let's begin. I'm going to divide this recipe into some components. The first one is going to be making the curd, the sweet curd. The second one is making the bhalla, and the third one, of course, is assembling it. So let's begin with the dahi. To this, I'm going to add in sugar. Now, sugar in this recipe is as per your choice. I like it a tad bit sweet because eventually I also like souring it up with some tamarind chutney and of course some chili and things like these. But basically, I like curd, which is nice and sweet. Now, in case you're running out of time, by all means you can use powdered sugar, but in this case, I have all the time in the world. So I'm using grain sugar. This is well mixed and wonderfully sweetened. Let's refrigerate this and move in to the next steps. The next step is making the bhalla, and the bhalla is nothing but a vada, and that vada is made using urad dal. Now this needs to be washed at least 3 times in running water and then soaked at least for 3 to 4 hours in warm water. While doing that, use as little water as you can because you need the vada to be nice and plump and not watery at all. Midway, you need to scrape the sides, push all of this back in the center and add in just a little bit of water. This is just to ensure that the mixture becomes nice and smooth. Cover this back and continue grinding. Our mixture is done and ready. Let's scrape this from the sides. Ensure that there are no pieces or chunks of urad dal in the mixture. This mixture is supposed to be nice and smooth. And the next step is equally important. And that is whipping this entire mixture till it becomes nice, airy and fluffed up. Now you can use a whisk to do that. You can do that with your hands. Choice is completely yours. Again, there are various ways to check the aeration in the bhalla batter. I'll show you one of those. But primarily, what's also important is to salt this. Do not overdo this. And whip this. You'll feel that the mixture is a little warm, and that's how it is supposed to be at this stage. And this, like I said, after the addition of water, this is the most important step. You're literally supposed to beat it with your fingers against the wall of this bowl. And while you're doing that, also light the flame on which there is a kadhai with vegetable oil. There are these 2-3 things which are very important to note while making a bhalla. The first one is, of course, getting the soaking of the urad dal right. Second is getting the water right while grinding this. Third is getting the whipping correct. And fourth is adding in a little bit of hot oil to ensure that the pores just open up. Then you continue whipping it further, and then the batter becomes nice and light, and that way the absorption of oil in the bhalla is the least. Now this is the water trick that I want all of you to master in your homes, and it's very simple. Just take a little dollop of this batter and drop it in a bowl of water. Now this way, when the dollop of batter starts floating on the surface of water, this means the bhalla batter is ready for the next step, and that step is addition of oil. Let's do that. To this batter, let's add in a tablespoon of hot oil. Allow the batter to sizzle. Mix it with a spoon to begin with, or a ladle to begin with. Once the oil gets mixed in, scrape all of this and start whipping it once again for one last time. With this, your bhalla batter is done and ready. Let's begin to fry. Now bhallas generally are a little larger in size, so I'm going to add in almost like a scoop of batter in the oil. Carefully flip these bhallas once they turn a shade yellow, because dahi bhallas are not to be fried till they're golden brown in color. Just a light tinge of yellow, ensuring the fact that they turn nice and crisp on the outside and remain soft and fluffy within. All this while the flame is on medium, so remember that. Do not increase the flame, because that way they'll get a color on the outside which is not required for this recipe. Our bhallas are fried and ready. Let's transfer these on an absorbent tissue paper. Like I said, nice and crisp on the outside, still a little shade of yellow, not golden brown in color, and nice and soft in the center. To make them softer, I have a bowl of water, and all these get dropped in that. Allow these to soak for 8 to 10 minutes, and then we are good to move to the next step. Our bhallas have been soaking in water. The dahi is chilled and well sweetened. Let's start assembling. The dahi bhalla needs to be squeezed properly to ensure all the water is extracted out. Now this can be assembled in various ways. You can add in some potatoes, you can add in some Kabuli chana, both boiled. But I like it just the way I'm making it now. Dahi, the bhalla, the papdi, basic few chutneys, basic few spices. That's about it. I'm also using some papri. Time to lace this up with the sweetened curd. Nice and thick. And of course, you can overdo this, and trust me, no one is going to complain. I'm going to cover the entire surface with dahi, because what's going to happen in this case is there's going to be a nice surprise element while eating this. I'm going to top this up with some green chutney, with some sweet tamarind chutney. Once this is done, I'm going to add in the star of this recipe, roasted cumin seed powder, a touch of black salt, a tiny little touch of red chili powder, some fresh kernels of pomegranate, fresh coriander leaves, and finally some more papri. With this, your Dahi Bhalla Papdi Chaat is done and ready. With this, you're summer ready, and more so, ready to impress your family and friends. And for more such recipes, stay tuned to Rajshri Food. Bye for now.